What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Thursday here on Mindset Theory. So excited to have you guys today. We're going to get into some nitty gritty today. I'm super excited for today's episode. Hey, Kaylee, how you doing?
I am doing amazing. How are you doing, Sarah?
So good, so good. Super excited because today we're going to talk about the master of influence. So we're not blind here. We see that there is a shift in the way the world is working these days, and more people are being shoved into the online space, right? Like you're seeing it. Restaurants are moving online. More people are starting coaching businesses. More influence is happening online, and as well as we should be, because we are in a major wealth transformation. Like this is going to be the largest wealth transfer in humankind, and people are looking to get a piece of that pie.
Absolutely, Sarah. It's been amazing to actually be a part of the online space and watching the transition happen this past 2 years with everything going on. And you're so right that this is the new day and age. This is the new place to be, is online. And if you're not online, you need to maybe look at transitioning, not maybe fully right now, but at least getting into the online world.
Yeah. And it is different. So people are afraid, right? So a lot of people have comments like, well, that's not a real job, right? But people are losing their jobs. They're losing their brick and mortar jobs, and we're moving into this space. That was like, so the work day, the work week is a relatively newer concept. It's less than 100 years old, right? In 1926, Henry Ford, he deemed the work week, right? It was 9 to 5, and it was back then it was 4 days a week, and somewhere along the line became 5 days a week, where you would put your life just into the weekend. But before that, 90% of the population were entrepreneurs. They fended for themselves. The money that they earned it. So a lot of people, when we talk to, they're like, well, I need the money. Well, the money just comes through your employer. It doesn't come from your employer, it just comes through it. So being a commission-based entrepreneur, it's exciting because I get to make my money. I earn that. Everything I earn is from me, from my skills, and I'm earned what I am worth.
Yeah. And you know what, too? Being in both roles now, because I used to work full time in a government position, right? So I know that. I know what it's like. And I know what it's like working for full commission, and that's it. And when you're in the online world and you are making full commission, it's so exciting to get up in the morning because you know that everything you're doing through the day is moving you up and forward and after your goals and dreams and what it is you want to complete and accomplish in your business. But the most important thing is that every single day when you're doing these things and you're harnessing all the skills that you have and you're learning the new ones online and transitioning to that full online place and working fully for commissions, is that you learn very quickly, if you're doing the work, what works and what doesn't work, right? It's
So
amazing.
true. And in this day and age now, with jobs moving online, you're no longer in competition with just the people in your area, right? Maybe just a couple of thousands of people that are in university who are competing for that same job when you graduate. You're competing with millions and billions of people now. There are people, we live in this beautiful age where we can connect to anybody globally, and it's what our ancestors wanted. They wanted to be able to connect with people worldwide, and we are living in that age. So now we are in competition with billions of people. So it's not just starting a business online and hoping for the best. It's how are you going to disrupt the industry? How are you going to be seen and known when there's 2.85 billion active users on Facebook alone every single month? That doesn't bring in LinkedIn and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, right? So how are you standing at above the rest? And really, to be a master of influence, you need to have a rock solid team behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well,
that is the key.
Yeah, well, like look at sales and how it's transformed over the years, Sarah. You used to be one of these people going door to door,
Yep.
right? You used
Yeah.
to go door to door talking to people, letting people know who you are, showing up, showing your face. That's the online, or sorry, not the online, but the in person to person, belly to belly model that used to happen.
I suppressed that memory. Thanks
But
for
right,
reminding me.
like that's where sales used to be.
Yeah.
People still do that, but
Avon,
and when that was the
Tupperware,
only thing you knew
dildos.
before, yeah, before going online, like that was the only thing you knew. So you got up, you got your product, and you went door to door.
Yep.
Now, with it being online, right? I know we're so laggy today, but now with being online, how are you showing up and being the master in what it is that you're doing, right?
Yep.
What does your front door look like, and what are you showing to everybody's door that you're knocking on?
Yep. And that's it. There's no difference between online and door to door. The difference is in your approach. It's in the when you went door to door, you literally were holding either the briefcase of knives or like the Tupperware, and you were hosting parties with your friends and family, or you were selling TVs or whatever, right? But here now it's is influence. Influence is the key. Like you hear the term influencer all the time, right? Those are the people who are having an impact on the community, the world globally, right? So Tony Robbins is an influencer. Kobe Bryant, Robin Williams, right? Like they were all big influencers. Oprah. And a way to become an influencer is to tell your story and to be real and honest. Like you do have what I call superior influencers like Dan Locke, like Grant Cardone. They're the ones who are very flashy and they throw their money around and they're like, I'm going to make you do that, right? If that's you, then do that. But if it's not you, be honest, truthful, and real, and you will see a massive influx in your business. But again, to be a master of influence, you have to have a team behind you. A true entrepreneur has a business mindset and comes from the end result. So if you're planning on having a multi-million dollar business and you want to be a master of influence, or you want to be the number one, or you want to be, making all of this money, you need to come from that end result because a CEO can't do it alone. It's virtually impossible because you become marketing, advertising, sales, lead gen, HR, accounting, right? You wear all the hats. And then when one stops, so if you have clients that come in, you're doing the onboarding, you're doing the coaching. So if you're doing the onboarding and coaching, who's doing the lead gen? And now your stop lead gen, your algorithm starts to drop. And so then you're literally starting over again to boost your algorithm. So every time you get a new client, you're actually starting over.
Yeah. And it's huge to look at your online business that way because, I had an aha moment. I used to be in MLM network marketing, and um it was I never had the mentality of a small business owner when I looked at my MLM that way because I didn't have, I guess, the belief that it could be as big as it could have been. But you can be very successful in a multi-level marketing company. It's
Absolutely.
just when you are looking at it, and this was my aha moment when now looking at it from where I am, when I was in an MLM marketing company and I was doing the things, exactly what Sarah just said was happening. So I was successful, but now knowing what I know, I wish anybody in network marketing that wants to make that their full-time thing and be successful in it, or anything that you do online, it's you need that team. Because now looking back at my success there, I can see so much of a difference if I had a virtual assistant to do some of the things, if I had somebody to come in and train all of the new people on my team. If I had somebody to train them on how to successfully reach out to people and do the things, right? And I didn't, because I didn't have the mentality of wanting or knowing that it could be that big. So huge aha moment for if you're just starting in the online world, if you've been in the online world for a long time, if you're just starting a business, if you've been in business online for a long time, these are the things that are huge when you are, showing up as the master of influence in your business, because the master of influence in every business has that team behind them to do all the things.
Yep. Yep. And people always look at the person now, the influencer now. What they don't see are the years before that. That's why we stress hiring a coach. Hiring a coach, because they've literally gone through the struggles. They have gone through what works, what doesn't work. They have figured out a formula for them to get to the results that we want. Because listen, I truly believe that industry norms and standards work against CEOs and consumers' best interests. Because, entrepreneurs, there's a high failure rate because there's a high failure rate of growth because you're doing everything. Your clients say no, right? You reach out to 100 people and you get 99 no's. You feel defeated. Your faith starts to deplete. Your mind starts to fail a little bit, which results in you doing more work by starting over again, which means less pay because the clients aren't coming in, and loss of time because you're doing everything. But a mentor and a coach and a guide, they turn the tables on all of that. And you got into network marketing, business. People think network marketing, they think of MLM. It's not. Their network marketing is networking. So whether you're a soap maker, you make candy, you sell a product or a service, most people got into network marketing because they want to make more money and be their own boss. But the first thing to go is your time. And you never really make big money because you don't have that system in place. Right? The average income that like a network marketer is making maybe $10,000-$20,000 a year, right? And 95% will earn under $100,000, and 99% will not even make it to their 5th year in network marketing. So it is impossible for a CEO, boss, babe, whatever you want to call yourself, to be at, your kid's cheer or soccer game and finding clients and onboarding clients and building a team at the same time. You're literally forced into cheating one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So a coach or a mentor is somebody who gives you the confidence that you need, gives you the formula to follow. This is what works. This is my biggest pet peeve. Is I talk to so many people. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Okay? There's a reason why you need competition, because if there's competition, there's a need for it. If you are trying to invent something that there's no need for, you're gonna see that it's going to be harder. Okay. Look at the new Party of Canada, right? They just came roaring out at this time. Everybody voted for them, but nobody knew a lot about them. So they voted for the familiar. Anyways, so when you have this system and you follow it because it has proven results, you in turn will increase your confidence, multiply your confidence, and then you start duplicating in your business. So then you go from being a beginner and an amateur to be perceived as a star, because you become significant, because your people start seeing what it is you're doing, how you're getting these rapid results over and over and over again. And then you're gonna have friends and families and strangers coming up to you and asking you how they can have what you have. So then you become significant in your industry. Make sense?
Makes total sense, right? Just think of it as you being a child. You learned all the things you learned because your parents have went through that part of life. So they taught you that. Same thing with business, right? If you're starting a business, you're basically like entering it like kindergarten. So what are the steps? What do I need to do? Well, this teacher is going to show you this is what you need to do. And that's what you need to look at when you're looking for a coach and a mentor. And your preference in a coach and a mentor is your preference. Some people love Tony Robbins, some people don't.
Yep.
Right? Some people love Bob Proctor, some people don't.
Mhm.
Some people love
Us.
Oprah, some people don't. Some people love us, some people don't. And that's the joy of looking and finding the best fitting coach for you.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's somebody that you look up to and they're having the success that you want. So boom, light bulb in your head just went off. They're getting the success I'm looking for. They know how to do it. Well, I'm going to ask them, how are you doing it? And they're going to show me. Right?
And you cannot call yourself an entrepreneur if you're not investing in your business. Yeah. Entrepreneurs, businesses invest in their business. So I talked to quite a few people who have gone through coaching, but then they stop. And then guess what happens? They don't continue to get those results. The more you grow, the bigger the investment is going to be because the bigger the return is going to be. Right? Yeah. Look at Bell and Rogers, two competing companies, right? Same product and service that we need. They're competing and they spend billions of dollars in advertising, right? They invest in their business so that they are seen over and over and over again. They have focus groups that they pay for. They have business coaches. They have specialists that come in to see where the market is. They have marketing and advertising agencies who run numbers and see which is the best demographic that they should be in. They spend millions and billions of dollars for this. If you're not spending at least $10,000, $20,000 on your business, you have no chance of duplicating to the income that you want to be. You will continue to stay at the $1,000, $2,000 mark.
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge, right? And it's crazy to me too, because some people look at it and think, I don't need to invest in it. I'll just show up and do the things and it'll happen. Well, yeah, it's still going to happen, but at what rate do you want it to happen? And like Sarah said, when you do get something down pat in your business, the minute you stop working on that and you start doing something new or start doing another thing that needs to be done, all the other 10 things that also need to be spinning and all the wheels need to be turning at the same time, halt.
Yep.
The train never moves forward if it's a one-man show.
Nope.
It really doesn't.
And with all the platforms, if you're trying to reach out to 100 people a day on the multiple platforms, when are you getting on calls? And you better be getting on calls. If I get on a call with you and I ask you how many phone calls you had this week and you said 0, like, I'm sorry, we can't help you. You need to be talking to people, right? Right now, it's the perfect time because people are craving human interaction. They are dying to get on a phone with you so that they can tell you their problems because nobody else will listen to them. And you're the expert, so you're going to be able to help them and give them the formula that they need to either lose weight, change their life, change their skin, sleep better, feel happier, better relationship. Whatever it is you sell.
Mm-hmm. That's absolutely correct, Sarah. So take a minute this week and analyze your business. See all the areas that you're in. Like, look at your business as every aspect of your business is a pot. What hand is your pot in? All of them? Well, take a look at which one you need help with right now. Like, what's lacking the most, and hire somebody to do that. There's so many ways to get ahead in your business. So many ways. You just have to open up your mindset to know. And it may be getting rid of a little ego too, of knowing that, I used to do this. I used to say, no, I can't hire someone to do that part because I had a control thing where I had to oversee everything. Well, now it's like, that's what you specialize in. If you specialize in lead gen and you love that and you wake up wanting to do lead gen, I don't need to control that because you love that. You thrive on that. That's what you do. Do it. And
Mhm.
I don't have to. I can step back from that part, right? Or whatever part of your business it is. It's just if you step back and look at all the areas and you even make a list of importance, like 1 to 10, what needs to be done now, and bring somebody in for that, that's the best thing because whew, takes that one pot off of you. Now you can still focus on the other 9 until you get to the part where you're like, okay, I'm ready for this now. And it doesn't have to be like a huge change overnight, right?
Mhm.
It's just starting with right now, where am I? What do I need? And how can I get there with the first thing that needs to be done? And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, this is my perspective. The first thing that needs to be done if you're at this point and you're wondering, you need to hire a coach
Yep.
because that
100%.
person, yeah, that person is going to show you all the areas of your business and give you advice because you're still making the choices even when you have a coach, you're still making the choices, but they're going to give you the best advice and how they would move forward because they're analyzing your business with you, right?
And this is the difference between a entrepreneur and a leader, right?
Yeah.
You'll become a leader in the industry, which makes you the master of influence,
And
right? So
when you have these systems in place and you're bringing people into your team and you're building this business now, all of the people coming into a well foundationed business isn't going to have questions. There's not going to be hiccups. I mean, there may be small ones as we always are growing, but it's setting yourself up in your business for future success 10 times over and over and over because you're going to start strong with that foundation for success.
yep. And you want your business to run like clockwork, right? There's doing and delegating. Like you have to be able to do that stuff and you have to be able to remove yourself from your business, from everything in your business. And that is having trust. So if you don't have trust in other people, the best thing I ever heard was if you were to get kidnapped for a year and you had no access to telephone, emails, text, social media, who's going to be there to run your business for you so that you don't lose money while you're gone? You need that person. So you need like partnerships are amazing, right? And you grow together.
Mhm.
So if you if you want to easily and effortlessly generate more sales, like really turn your yearly income into your monthly income in like the next 24 to 52 weeks, like 6 months to a year, and earn 6 figures year after year without losing out on precious moments with your family because your your time is your most valuable asset, and most of us become an entrepreneur because we want more time. We don't want other people dictating our time, telling us when we can go on holidays, but then our time is eaten up because now we're trying to figure out how to make the money so that we can keep the roof over our head. So we have developed a completely unique system that not only helps you and your team easily earn 6 figures year after year, but it provides exceptional client services, which you want. Because once you have a client, you most likely have a repeat buyer if you know how to nurture them. So if this is something that you're interested in and you want to know more and you want to chat with us, just get on a phone call. Email us at info@asodproteam.com and we will set up time with you and give you the exact formula on how we created multiple 7 figures.
Mhm. Absolutely, right? And this is it's perfect. I love this because it excites me to know that all of the emails coming in from our listeners, you are serious about your business. You're serious about, the goals that you have, the legacy you want to leave for your kids and your family, and you're not playing around anymore because maybe you have been. Maybe you've been dabbling in the online world for a month, for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, however long, but taking the committed decision to send that email and just get on a call to see if it's something that you're interested in, that right there is huge for your business. It really is.
Yep. I agree.
So send an email over. We would love to chat with you. And Have an amazing, exceptional weekend. Enjoy the weather here in Canada. It's getting chillier every day with the fall weather, but have an amazing weekend and we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.